we look at the landscape and try to figure out what is the landscape telling us. I suspect at some point in history there was a fire here, because these oaks would not have reached the shape they have in their crown unless something kept the competition away from them. And the competition are fast-growing Douglas fir trees. I am seeing pretty consistent growth rings here, so this tree is doing very well. I'm Kate Holleran, and I'm a natural resource scientist with Metro. The old historic oaks on the edge of Graham Oaks Nature Park tell us a story. 200 or 300 years ago, they were the same size as the oak trees we planted in the restoration site, and over 30 decades, they've developed this beautiful large form. 28, 29 inches in diameter, 70 feet tall, wide crown with lots of branches and lots of complexity. A large old oak can provide about 20 pounds of acorn in a good year. Over 200 species of animals use Oregon white oak. White-breasted nuthatches, western gray squirrels. This is an oak gall. You find it on Oregon white oak. It's caused by a synapid wasp. It's basically the house for the larvae of the wasp. Native peoples have used Oregon white oak for centuries. Settlers have used Oregon white oak, and now we're using them as habitat, water quality, and recreation here at Graham Oaks. In 1900, there was probably 600,000 acres of Oregon oak savanna and oak woodland. Now we're down to 1% of that. So given that number, a 290-acre restoration site is incredibly important as a contribution to bringing Oregon white oak savannas and Oregon white oak woodlands back to Oregon.
I'm Christina Volniakowski, and I'm the Western Director for the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. One of the things that made me so excited about this project from the beginning is envisioning that we could actually have a landscape in Portland that looked like it was 200, 500, 1,000 years ago. By planting these oaks today and watching these seedlings grow very slowly, 200 years from now, it's going to look like it did 200 years ago. And how exciting is that?
You know, I would love to come back here in 300 years and see what this place looks like.
When Metro and the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation got together for the partnership, we called it the Green Legacy Fund, because what we wanted to do is to invest in the long-term future of the beautiful native habitats around the Portland metropolitan area. It's a great investment.